Good evening, gentlemen. Yesterday in the last class, I told you about debentures, redemption of debentures and conversion of debentures into shares. And yesterday itself, when I'm closing, I told that I'm going to take a new topic today. Yeah, today I'm going to take the taxation. And so many people, they are well aware of this taxation. But the thing is, they are studying what is taxation, how many types of taxes are there, what we have to do, and what are the incomes of sources of income, and how many types of taxes are there. All these things, the current year people, they will take into account. But so many people, they don't know the roots of this taxation. Here in, in my video class, as an introductory part, as an introduction, I'm going to give you the roots of taxation. Okay. When you take into account, first of all, we have to keep a question. What is the tax? Why we have to pay tax? What is the purpose of paying tax? Okay. The tax is nothing but the amount which we are going to pay either to the central government or to the state government. Why we have to pay tax? What is the necessity? The necessity is the state government or the central government people, they are providing some amenities for us. They are providing some amenities for us. For example, public transportation, okay, sanitation, and public, okay, street lighting. All these things, we are not spending money from our pockets and we are not installing them. It is the government, in the interest of public, in the interest of people, they are taking that and they are spending the money for transportation, public transportation, and for roads laying. Okay, all these things, the state government and central government, they are taking that. So when they are taking, and when we want the government services to be extended for a future period of time, compulsory, we have to give a helping hand to the state government or central government. So that helping hand in the form of cash, we'll call that thing as tax. And this tax, it dates back to the olden days. Even in kings ruling, the king is used to provide so many amenities for the people of the kingdom. And after providing amenities to the people, they used to collect money from the people in the form of tax. తెలుగులో ఇది పన్ను అని చెప్పి వాళ్ళు తీసుకునేవారు, ఎవరు రాజులు, because they are providing amenities to the country persons. And gradually with this tax, okay, the treasury of the king, it is used to increase day by day. And again, that treasury is used for the sake of the public. Like this, you will come across in olden days. And that procedure, it was followed by so many people, so many kings. When you take into account the Islamic dynasty or Mughal dynasty or Mauryan dynasty, those people, they used to provide services or amenities, and they used to collect money in the form of tax to fill up the treasury. And again, from the treasury, they used to provide what are the other amenities that are required by the people. They used to see and they used to keep that. And they used to take the tax for the maintenance of the kingdom. See, when kings, when they change, okay, don't be of the opinion that the God will come and give treasure to that king. The king, he must provide the amenities, and for the amenities, whatever he provided, he has to collect money in the form of tax. And with that amount, again, he used to spend the money for the maintenance of kingdom and the king. Okay, this is how you will come across. And like this, from ages together, it was continued. And when we go for Mughal Dynasty, there is one ruler by name Aurangzeb. He is a crucial person, he is a cruel person. And in his kingdom and by his dynasty, okay, in his kingdom and by his dynasty, he implemented three important things that people, they should not forget. The three important things are, okay, you have to pay, first of all, jizya tax. He laid jizya tax because he is a favor of Islam and Muhammadis. So he used to safeguard the Muhammadans, but he used to impose, okay, severe taxation or heavy taxation on the other community. So there, what he had done is, he used to keep so much tax in the form of jizya tax. Then Telugulo jizya pannu ani pilustar. That is the first thing that he established. Then second thing, you have to convert into Islam. That is, you must become a Muhammadan. When you become a Muhammadan, automatically we are not going to impose more tax on you. So that is the second thing that we'll use to come across. And the third one is, you have to die. When you are not interested to pay jizya tax, or when you are not interested to convert yourself into Islamism, you must die. And so many people, with the fear of that, they sacrificed their lives. And some people with the fear that, okay, why should we go and why should we think about this conversion and why should we think about the death? Let us pay the jizya tax, whatever it was imposed. Even though it is, okay, heavy burden to them, they used to pay this jizya tax. Like this, the tax amount, it was collected by the kings, okay, and after that, taking into account the Britishers' rule, there also the Britishers are very, very selfish persons. What they used to do is, they used to charge tax on each and every item. Okay, if you want to cut the trees in the forest, you can cut, but you have to pay the tax. If you want to occupy the land, you can occupy, but you have to pay the tax to the government. Like that, they used to charge heavy taxes on the people. By the time the people, they are not having enough money, okay, enough money to pay the tax. There is no enough money for their feeding, okay, for their family feeding and for their feeding, there is no money. But thing is, again, they used to pay the tax amount to the Britishers. So like this, you will come across this tax payment or tax amount. And one person, by observing all these things, he wrote a book, and the name of the person is, okay, Sir William Thompson. This man, he wrote a book on this taxation, and regarding in that taxation, he had quoted the various types of taxes, what the Britishers, they used to impose on Indian people, and how they used to charge and how they used to squeeze the blood of the Indians, all those things, and what are the ways for elimination of the tax, all these things they have taken into account. And after getting the freedom, okay, in 1951, okay, the Indian Parliament Committee, okay, the Indian Parliament Committee, they brought an act, because by that time, no money was there. Every rupee they used to spend in this independence movement. So when there is no money, how to collect money, how to procure money? So with that opinion, the Indian Parliament Committee, they brought an act in the year 1961, and that 1961 act, will call that thing as, okay, Indian Taxation Act of 1961. And for the benefit of the country persons, they used to give some privileges. They used to give some exceptions. And with that, some people in the sense, the rich community people, they can be imposed tax, whereas the low community people, that is lower people, there is no necessity for them to pay the tax amount. So with this, what happened is, there is a controversy and quarrel that rose. See, we rich people, we are paying the tax, whereas a poor man, he is not paying at all. He is getting exemption from the tax payment. This should not be continued. It should be eliminated. So again, the Indian Parliament Committee, what they have done is, again, they made some amendments, and they told that the tax must be paid by all the people, okay, without looking into account the rich persons or the poor persons. So like that, they made an amendment, and they made that act a perfect act. Okay, so with that, every person, they are supposed to pay the tax amount to the government. And this thing, it should be paid to the government, that is central government or state government, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, it has to pay the tax. Suppose if you are paying tax, yeah, there is one important thing that we have to understand. This is, okay, if you pay tax once, there is no necessity for you to pay tax for the second time. So whatever it may be, the first payment of tax, that's enough. There is no necessity for any person, whether it may be a central government person or a state government person, to charge second time the tax amount on that person. So this amendment made all the people to go for the tax. And peculiar thing is, the same thing, it was done in other countries, in other Western countries. And some of the Western countries, they realized the fact that, you see, we are getting some amenities and benefits from the central government or state government, whatever it may be. So it is our duty to pay or contribute something to the government for the continuation of the amenities or privileges. In this category, we'll come across Japan, Germany, France. Okay, all these Western countries, they recognize the fact that we have to pay that tax. But peculiar thing is, up to last 2 to 3 decades, people, they are having the opinion that, you see, I am earning the money, I'm struggling a lot, and I'm earning the money. So it is my money. Then why should I pay tax to the government? Yeah, it is your money, boss. It is your money, no doubt. Because you earned, you struggled a lot, and you earned your money. But thing is, okay, you are not contributing for the benefit of the society in any way. Okay, you are not contributing in any way for the benefit of the society, anything. So that opportunity, it was taken over by the government of India, GOI, whether it may be state government or central government, it is taking the responsibility and it is providing for you. Okay, so it is your duty to pay some amount, and the government people also, they are not telling that you have to give your complete amount. Okay, whatever you have earned, you are not supposed to give the complete amount. Some amount, some portion of amount you have to pay, okay, to the government without avoiding the tax. Okay, suppose, for example, if a person, if he is earning 1 lakh rupees per year, so we are giving some privileges. So yeah, we are giving some privileges and exceptions. The thing is, Okay, this much amount, say for example, 10,000 rupees, you are supposed to pay for the tax. Okay, so a person who is getting 1 lakh rupees, okay, paying 10,000 rupees to the government in the form of tax is not a big question, is not a big blunder. He can easily pay. But thing is, I should not pay even 1 rupee to the government in the form of tax. That rigidness, people, they must leave that. And one more thing is, the rules and regulations framed by the Indian Taxation Act, it was looked after by CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes, CBDT. And this CBDT is the head of the organization which will look after the direct taxes. And when we go for taxes, we'll come across two types of taxes, direct tax and indirect tax. So what is direct tax? What is direct tax means? Whatever it may be, the income that you directly obtain, from that you have to pay some amount to the government for providing the amenities or privileges for the sake of the government. In this context, I'm going to explain, I'm going to give an example. So that is, suppose if you are living in a locality, okay, all of a sudden, okay, the lights were not lightning. That is, the lights were gone away. The street lights, they had gone away. So tell me whether you are taking charge to keep the public street lights. Why should I? If anyone asks, see, you can contribute something towards the street lights. Why should I? What for? Like this, the questions they are arising from the people residing in that locality. But the government people, they are not keeping the questions like that. They think that it is their duty to keep street lights, so it will take the chance of keeping the street lights. Next, another thing is, okay, sanitization, drainage. When the drainage holes were blocked, you are not going to clean that. You are not going to clean that. You are not affording money for cleaning that. So what you are doing is, you are taking your phone and you are going to ring up to MCH people, Municipal Corporation of Hyderabad people, and you will complain that there is a drainage block in my area. So we are getting some odor, smell. So you please come here and clean that. So like that you are ringing. But the thing is, you are not doing anything. You are not contributing anything for the cleanness of the drainage. Okay, and those people, they have to come with a lorry to clear that. And when they ask any amount, why should I give? Like that, the questions will come. Okay, how far it is genuine, boss? It is not that much genuine. I suppose it is not that much genuine, because they are coming, they are cleaning, they are taking the task, they are cleaning that, and they are doing their service. And for that, they are asking some money. It's quite but natural. It's quite but natural. So you are not spending anything for the cleanness. Now, another thing is roads. Okay, you are not purchasing the tar, you are not purchasing the sand, you are not purchasing the cement, and you are not purchasing anything for laying the roads. The government people, they are taking the chance and they are laying the roads. You may ask me, sir, the government, they are taking into account the tenders and they are giving the contracts to the various contractors. Okay, this is the present situation that we are coming across. This is the present situation. And that contractor, what he will do is, as is a selfish person, he will spend 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakhs rupees, and they will bring the tar, and they will bring the sand without keeping specified measurement. They will keep the road. And when it is rainy season, again, the position will be the same. The roads will be damaged, and so many accidents we are coming across. So this is not the case, please. This is not the case. Okay, when you want to lay down a road means you have to lay down taking into account the measurements that is required for the standardness. And people, they are not giving much standards. They are not giving importance for much standards at present. So we are coming, we are doing, and we are going, and we are keeping the bills, and we are taking the money. Like that, the people's attitude, it is there. So this is not the correct way. When you want to take, okay, they have to search, they have to do survey, which road is good and which road is not bad. Okay, they have to do the survey, and wherever the roads are not in good condition, we have to do the laying of roads in a standard manner. That thing, people, they have to take. And no one is bothering about that. We will travel on the road. See the peculiarity. We'll travel on the road, but thing is, we won't think about the road. If there is any up and downs, we'll just abuse the people. These people, bastards, they didn't lay their roads properly. That's why we are coming across up and downs, and we are unable to go. But thing is, how many people, they understand that? We are not contributing anything for the laying of roads. It is the government people, they are doing that. Okay, they are doing that. So we have to, when they want, okay, they must have money. No, some people, they'll say, no, sir, we are paying tax regularly. Right. You are paying tax. I too agree. But thing is, as the government people, when they become selfish, by the influence of the other selfish persons, automatically you won't come across a good road. And you will come across, see the peculiarity, you will come across a road where a road is correct, where a road is smooth, on that only they will keep, in order to keep their standards. Sir, this is the main road that we are keeping that in clean manner, without any up and downs. Bullshit, there are so many areas, there are so many gullies, there are so many, areas where there is no proper road system at all. People, they have to concentrate that. People, they have to concentrate that, and they have to keep. But thing is, we are doing, that's all. We are doing, that's all. There is a matter. We laid down the road. Where you are laying, where what you are doing, people, they don't. And if anyone comes, you will give some bribe for those people to lay and keep quiet and give the certificate. So this is not the criteria. Okay, you have to pay the tax amount compulsory. And for this, the Indian government people, GOI, Government of India people, it brought the Indian Taxation Act of 1961. And with some amendments, okay, it is going to be formed into a new act. It is going to be formed in a new act. Thereby, we will have a good taxation system. When you go for this GST, so many people, they are suffering a lot. They are suffering a lot. What is this GST? Goods Service Tax. What is this? Previously, when I told you that taxes are two types, direct tax and indirect tax. Okay, the company people, they used to pay the tax amount to the government people, and after that, they used to collect money from the wholesalers, and the wholesalers, they used to collect from the retailers, and ultimately the retailers, they used to collect from the customers. So anyhow, the ultimate sufferer is the customer. So in order to avoid the procedure, the government people, they are charging GST to the companies, and the companies who are manufacturing the goods or who are providing the services, they are supposed to pay the tax. But exact thing what it is happening is, okay, again the same GST, people they cannot able to understand correctly and clearly. So what they are doing is they are following the old method. That is the ultimate sufferer is the customer or the consumer for purchase of goods or for taking the services. This is what I want to tell in this introduction class. And tomorrow we are going to some other topics. Thank you.